Hi, everyone. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to Short Stories with Lola. My parents have been married for 38 years. I'm the first of two, 35, and no, I'm not married yet. But notice that I didn't say my parents are happily married. Growing up, things were different in our home. You know how in the movies it's the father who's always absent? Well, in my story, it was my mother. I never saw my mom show affection to my brother and I or my dad. But my father made sure he was there for us in every way that he could. School activities, homework, bedtime stories, and he never shied away from telling us he loves us, both morning, night, and numerous times within a day. Visiting friends as a kid, I always wanted what they had. Seeing how their moms would tease them, sit with us and crack jokes with us. I'd see how excited they were when their mothers picked them up from school. I think my mom picked us up once, and she never got out of the car. I overheard the driver telling the maid later that day that he had told our mom that school was on the way home and it was best if they picked us up. And she responded with, "Noise. Okay, make it quick." I don't even think my mother knew where our school was, what our favorite subjects were, or even the names of our closest friends. But my dad knew all of this. He would leave work just to pick us up and head back to the office if he needed to. By the time I turned 18, I already resented my mother. She didn't care about me, so I could care less about her. My dad tried everything to make my brother and I love our mom, but we weren't having any of it. All she did was complain, call us names when we didn't do as she expected. She'd always say she did everything for us, and I often wondered, what exactly did you do for us, Mother? Apart from give birth to us. And from the look of things, I bet they forced you to breastfeed us. When I was done with my master's, I told my parents I wanted to continue with my education by getting a PhD. My dad was elated, so excited. But my mom, what she said was, "School, school, school. What man cares about how much education you have? Better do like I was told. Get married and start having children before your ovaries fail you." I couldn't believe she said those words to me. I've been so patient with her all my life, but that was it. I was done. I haven't spoken to my mom since that day. My dad called me recently, and he spoke to me at length. He said he was proud of me and my achievements, but I would have to forgive my mother. I screamed, "No, never," and I went on ranting. When I was done, my father said to me, "Don't blame your mother. It's not her fault. Unlike you, she didn't have the luxury of living the life she wanted to." My parents were forced into marriage, a business partnership between my grandparents. He grew to love my mother and accepted what the situation was. He tried to make life easy for her, tried to make her happy. He opened numerous stores and started businesses for her. Once he realized the ones that she was interested in, He pumped more money into it and closed the others she didn't like. He found out after my brother was born that my mother was in love with someone else before marrying him. He did a DNA test, of course, to see if we were his kids. And yes, we are his children. Now it made sense. I realized why my mother hated her parents so much before they died. She never cheated on my dad, but she wasn't happy either. My question remains, what did we, her children, ever do to her? My mother never experienced love and affection from her parents. They forced her to marry someone she didn't love. She had his kids, and all she saw were children of a man she didn't want inside of her. She didn't know how to love us, but I wonder if she tried. I never saw my mom happy to be a wife or a mother. That has affected me all my life. It's part of the reason why I'm not married and why I haven't dated in the past 5 years. I don't know how to be a good wife or a mother, and I don't want to fail at that. My father ended the conversation with this. It's your responsibility as an adult to make things right for yourself. You can no longer blame someone else. You have to make the right decisions and figure out what's best for you. Let go of the past. Find what makes you happy. Find love, because you deserve to be loved in the best of ways. Forgive your mother. Play your part as a child. Pray for her. And leave the rest to God. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have yourself a beautiful weekend. Remember to love yourself. Let go of the past, and don't let it affect your beautiful future. Stay beautiful, stay positive, and remain blessed.